The Germans, the Czechs, and now the Dutch and many other countries have said the same thing in just the last national disaster. And yeah, we're probably going to war with the Russians. That was the UK, the Germans, the Czechs, and now the Dutch and many other countries have said the same thing in just the last few months. Now, why are they staggering these public service announcements if NATO is a coalition that is predicated on the Russian threat? Why wouldn't they advise their constituents as a collective that we all should be preparing? Well, the reason is quite simple. They want people to get mildly prepared, but not scared. Because if people were to get scared, that's the kind of fear that could lead to a rally against whatever sort of insane foreign policy plan you want to enact. And that's what they don't want. They don't want people, any of those anti-war protesters out there disrupting traffic, okay, getting in the way of the agenda. But they do want you to get mildly prepared, because make no mistake about it, after the radioactive dust cloud settles, the government is going to come back with a vengeance. And you ain't seen tyranny yet, okay? It's after the dust cloud settles that we're going to see pure, unadulterated authoritarianism. And it's going to be pockets of excessive rule of law in whatever remains of the urban megacities. And in the countryside, you're going to have Mad Max. But the government ain't going...
Shalom. I want to start by, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadas. Double honor to the elder apostle, great mills on rule and teach well. And Salaki, it was a couple of things that was mentioned in this video that was said by this by him. But I'm just go ahead and go into precept real quick, because he mentioned that let me rewind it.
They want people to get mildly prepared, but not scared. Because if people were to get scared, that's the kind of fear that could lead to a rally against whatever sort of...
Right, and the scriptures say, in the book of 2nd Ezra, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be a sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So, the courses of the action of who? The people that's living in America. The course of their actions is not going to stand in the governor's power, or the president's power, or the police officials' power. It's going to stand in their own power. And that's going to be through the plagues of the Lord. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able," and it was something that was mentioned by him, that they're gonna start cutting off cities.
Foreign policy plan you want to enact, and that's what they don't want. They don't.
Right, those foreign policy plans. Right. Let's get a scripture. Foreign policy plans, because we know that it's going to be foreign troops that's going to come over here. It's not going to be the average American troop. That's going to be over here enforcing the upcoming new laws that's going to approach after, like he had mentioned, those smoky mirrors come to pass. After Esau drops that smoky mirrors, and they, like he did the slamdemic, and then came in with the cure, which was the snake bite juice. That was the gimmick. Order ab KO. Like he had mentioned, he's a devil. He doesn't want you to be fully dependent on what you already have. That's why he mentioned that they don't want everybody stacking up on is going full-fledged crazy mode and stacking up on thousands of canned goods. We don't condone that. You know, we you know, us and GMS, we mentioned to you know, basically, you know, get what you can. If you can, you know, get some canned goods, that's good. You know, we'll call it up, you know, all praise to the Lord, you know. But we don't push that as, you know, a doctrine that you have to do it, you know, that is commanding the Lord. Now the Lord, the scriptures do tell us to be pilgrims, you know, because once again, like he had mentioned in this video,
Want people, any of those anti-war protesters out there disrupting traffic, okay?
right? And yeah, well, that's a good point that he made. It still goes with this precept because he said he doesn't want any anti-war, you know, third disrupting traffic, because what he's going to be doing is the traffic is going to be he's going to be trafficking. Well, he's going to be the flow of his traffic is going to be the thousands of people and Israelites that's going to take that sea hip. That's going to be the new upcoming traffic that's going to be flowing through America, also known as Babylon the Great. You know, so and you know, the Lord want he's going to, you know, have a certain amount of men that's going to stand against, you know, that agenda, you know, and not allow it to be accepted in their body, you know. But this is even unto death, you know. But this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to thy battle." Right? Because this is a battle. The scriptures tell you that in 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Right? Where it says, endure as a good soldier of Hamashiach. We're soldiers. We wear armor. You know, we are equipped with spiritual weapons. You know, I'm thinking of Romans chapter 4 and verse 12. You know, the scriptures talk about how this truth, or, you know, these scriptures is a two-edged sword. You know, cutting. You know, but it says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to the battle, and those evils," which we go into the word evil, Eve meaning time and ill meaning sick or bad. Right? It says, "Be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Right? So it's gonna come a time to where, you know, when the evils come, which the main one of those main evils is what the micro C hip, you know, which is basically going to be work as a, you know, is going to work as a infinite all, you know, which is usury, you know, it's going to work as an infinite cattle. You know, he's going to use these people as infinite cattle. You know, you shall own nothing and be happy. That's what's going to come with that, you know, accepting of the micro C hip, right? And all the other dangers that comes with trusting the devil, with, you know, putting his you know, devices, you know, into your body, or, you know, partaking into his trust, or trusting in his you know, in his riches. This is verse 41. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away." Right? Because like they were saying, you know, we don't want you buying too much, right? We don't want you buying too much, you know, but just keep a good amount, you know, and that's gonna, you know, that's what's gonna be. Well, let me read this again. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose." Right? So he was saying that if you buy or sell, you know, be as if it was nothing really, you know, because you're gonna lose it anyway. You know, we're coming into some times where the economy is about to collapse. You know, when the Lord comes back to take crowns, He really means it. You know, He's gonna take the full, you know, riches of these devils. Matter of fact, because the rich of this world are gonna be in misery. You know, it's not gonna be like they're still gonna. Of course, they're gonna be proud. You know, and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna have what they, you know, the riches they might cleave on and hang on to some of the riches of the earth, but the Lord is going to take that from them, you know. And not to sidetrack, but I do want to give this precept. This book of James chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "Go not ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you, right? And this is a prophecy. The miseries are going to come upon, you know, the rich and wicked, you know, rich and wicked, you know, because scriptures talk about, let me see if I can get that. All right, it says, James chapter 2 and verse 5, hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yahweh Shai chosen the poor of this world rich in faith, right? So the Lord hadn't chosen Esau, and that's where you're gonna see a collapse in his kingdom. He's chosen, you know, the rich in faith. But the rich in faith is gonna have trust in the Lord when all these things happen, which is, you know, getting ready to happen. You know, it's according to prophecy, and we're just hastening that day. You know, but let me see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much on that. I'm gonna close on that, you know, just for the second time. The water Yahweh Bashim Shafak been spiritual lesson. Don't want to say other apostle great meal, so until next time I'm gonna say shalom.